Alrighty guys, another day of practice. I'm out here with the simulator. He's taking Greg's role. So today we're going to shoot a 57-20. See how we go. It's going to be the first time I finish the 57-20 with this new bow. Yesterday I finished half of it and then got lazy and went home. So today it's going to be the full round and see if I can put a decent score in with this new bow. I don't think I've got anything new happening. I've been waiting for the NBN all day, that's why I'm here a bit late, but that's about it. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Alright guys, quick little update, just finished the third end. And I'll give you a little tip. See this? This is why you don't do drive-bys. I was lurking around the pin and then I started flirking over here, and as it come back I thought, oh, I hit it, and then it ended up there. It always ends up further on the drive-by. So if you're coming through and you hit it here, it'll end up there. So never do the drive-bys, always hang in that center.
See these two here? I didn't have my anchor right, so it's floating around a little bit and they've just drifted off as I've released it. I've pulled away a little bit and I've dragged them straight over the side there. Other four were pretty good.
Alright guys, so make sure you do no drive-bys and make sure you have that constant anchor point, and then you should be good to go. Alright guys, just finished the first round of the 57-20 and ended up with 3-3-3, which isn't too bad, and I shot a hell of a lot of 8s. Hang on, I'll tell you how many 8s. 5 8s and a 7. So that's not too bad shooting. If I got rid of all those saucy ones, I'd probably be alright. How did the simulation go?
I got 328.
328, still not bad.
For me.
That is pretty good. Alright, let's get into the second round and see what happens.
This is my bow. It's Expression. I absolutely love this bow. I'm sort of what you'd call the bottom end of expense that I can afford. I spent a lot on this, but I've had to do everything else as cheap as I can. This is a broom handle. That's the weight that I put on myself. Get a shot of this. Everyone uses accels. What's the other one? True Shorelock. And this one is $185. It's got everything on it that you possibly want. It's a good solid sight. I have absolutely no problems with it. If it does become loose, you've got these grub screws here, which you can tighten this up even more. You can get a third axis for it, which is another $30. I think the Shorelock are $80 odd for the third axis part. Tighten scope. You can't scrimp on the scope no matter which way you go. I did scrimp with the rests originally. That's just going to kill you. Get a good one. Good one with micro adjustability. I had a spot hog before, same as Greg's one, but mine was there was an issue inside with it, so I changed it to this one. I find that this one, it holds the the blade from flicking your arrow. I think that's a very good thing. And the micro adjustability on this one is second to none. Brilliant. James wants me to talk about these things. I was at the New South Wales field and I just had a single bar back, and I was shooting with Todd Boyle, and he said you cannot have a compound bow do that with you, like a recurve shot. And he said you must put, well, not must, he told me to try it with more weight so it's more balanced, so it just drops at the front. And when I put it, I had a sidebar on it already. By the time I put so much weight on it to get it to balance, it was doing this. It was over the side too much. So I thought, James had a V-bar on his, so I thought, what the hell, I'll put that one on there. And then something James said a while back about a man using these for a bow stand, I thought, what the heck, I'll put one up the top as well. And because I had to have so much weight back on these two, I found that it was just, I don't know, it was still sort of feeling wobbly. So I put a couple of little weights up the top here, and this bow is the best balanced I've ever had it. It really is just, it just sits there sometimes. But yeah, and this is my first real good shoot with it, and it's doing very well for me. Okay, it's just something, I've made all these myself. That's pool fencing. That was just a bit of aluminium pipe I found around the house. These are just steel weights that I made. I have a lathe at home, so that helps a lot. Yep. But I love it. It's working very well for me. We'll see how we go the rest of this shoot though.
Alright guys, second end of the second round, and I've collapsed majorly. Check this out for a group. How's that? That's tight as you get. Shocking. So hopefully, what's that? That is a 54. That's hopefully I can pick it up in the next one. Shocking. So do you know what I think happened? I ended up shooting those arrows and I ended up finishing 3 arrows before mark. So I think what happened was I rushed them too much. So I'm going to next end, I'm going to really take me time, and then I'll fill you in on how that went after really taking my time, letting that pin settle and really focus on that target. Let's see how that goes. Talk about this bow vibrating, everything loose. Look at that. It's vibrated me straight off the thing. It must be just hitting so hard at the end of the cam or something, eh? This was so aggressive or something.
Pipe tape on those too, mate.
Huh?
Pipe tape on them as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Saying the way. Alright guys, so just finished the end after that one, and the group has tightened up heaps. So as you can see, I've got 3 10s, 2 9s and a handy 8. Very handy. But That is a lot better. So I took me time with that one. I was really taking me time with every shot then. So I'll tickle the scope up a bit. But as Mark says, you don't want to wait all day. Don't wait until a gust of wind comes. So just take as much time as you need, but don't take too much time. So that's a little tip for today. So let's get into it. How many we got left? 3 to go. And then we'll have the final score. And that must be why Greg's bow is up and Greg's bow too, because he's got the same jam.
You got spirals?
Yeah, you've got spirals. I got the older version. This is meant to have spiral pros, and I got them to put on spiral X's.
What, Greg on his new one?
On his old one, it's spiral. Alright guys, so it's the 5th end and I'm starting to tighten it up a bit. Check that out. 59, so they're really taking me time and really just being smooth with that release now is really starting to help. So there's a little tip for you, is if you start to blow out and start shooting willy-nilly all over the place, make sure you take a step back and say I'm going to slow down, let everything settle and just really take me time with that release. And you end up with a nice 59 and 2 busted knocks though. Can you see here? 1 busted knock and the other busted knock. Oh well, you get that on the big jobs. Okay, just finished the end of the round, ended up with 331, so 2 points shy of the last round. But I ended up with a total of 664, which is about 101 rating or 102 rating, which isn't too bad. So I'm pretty happy with that. Ended up making a comeback after that collapse. Really relaxed that release, really relaxed the front hand and just let it settle into that shot. Made it heaps better. What about the simulator?
Didn't do so well on that one. I got 322, which dropped 6, but I ended up with 650, which is pretty good for me.
650 is a real...
Stabilisers look like they're doing everything that they're supposed to do. It's very good. Feels very good. Happy.
So that is about a 96 or a 97 rating, so that's not bad at all. So that is a pretty good score for the simulator. So alright guys, that's another day of practice. Make sure, I've just got a Facebook page. Make sure, can you do me a favour and go and hit the like button on my Facebook page for you. The link's in the description. I'm trying to get things happening, trying to get the ball rolling. I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, but I'll get there in the end, I guess. So make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit every button there is, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of shooting.